season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love offensive coordinators that are not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Swings it out to his running back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Morton. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Faulk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, just so...
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Offense changing the play. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup.
Sneak gets it done.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Fields. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Got a man. It's Virgil. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Joyner. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give to the back. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
The Red Raiders need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Red Raiders are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes a connection. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives, because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Number 27 on the field goal. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires left. It's complete. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Gives it on the option. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Leaves him with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Pressure coming. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Morton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example. example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll try the run.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Red Raiders need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Morton. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. something going here late in the half. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. There he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, his speed, he was gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Now on first down from the 30. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Wide open space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Red Raiders are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.
Guys, you got this. Let's win. Let's go.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Looking left. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. DB's right up on the receivers. Extending the play. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the move, it's Joyner. Got the 1st down and more. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And the Red Raiders need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Back to pass. It's Morton. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's Virgil. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Looking down the middle. Throws it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a bang-bang play. Running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll take it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Brings up third down.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, he looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down. Big-time stop for this defense.
Used the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What can you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Virgil. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Douglas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going back to the ground. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
At the 35, he's open. Turning on the jet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Coming out with it, it's Kane. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Cobb. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Rides the back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants and will finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Fields. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The quick out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend board in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happening.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Morton. grabbed in the middle. It's Virgil. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Red Raiders come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Quickly to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. In the red area, it's Williams.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Morton. Oh, they're after him. Pucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires into the end zone.
Timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions, setting up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They're left with a tough 4th down situation here, but man, could they use 6 at this point in the game.
And in the 4th quarter, I just don't know how many shots you're going to have left. So it's not ideal. You'd love to be inside the 3 or inside the 1. But
Touchdown, Red Raider! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Back to throw, it's Morton. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Good enough for first down.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. The give on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air, it's Morton. Bringing the heat. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Williams. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Back to throw. It's Morton. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One possession game, Getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the gun.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.